Yo, what's up? It's your boy Rob coming back at you once again with another video. And I don't know, man, today I was looking at my Facebook feed and I don't even know if I could say that I got annoyed, because I didn't really get annoyed. I kind of just you ever got that feeling where you just feel kind of disgusted because it's just like ice skating uphill? You know what I mean? Like a never-ending battle. You know, like you spend so much time and energy trying to prevent people from making mistakes that you've made, and, you know, to try to improve things that seem to be insurmountable, and you just don't get any cooperation. You don't even get people, you know, interested enough in the things that you say to try to go investigate things, even though you know for a fact that the things that you're saying can actually make a positive, you know, influence in their life. And a friend of mine made a post, and this is a dude that I'm really cool with. Me and him always have good political conversations, and he's, for the most part, about on the same page as me. You know what I mean? Like, nobody's gonna agree on anything 100%. And the thing is that nobody has to. People need to understand that, like, off the rip. No one has to. You don't bully people into you don't bully people into believing what you believe. You don't do that. It doesn't work. You're not gonna forcefully make someone believe what you believe. One of the key factors of negotiation is to find common ground and work through further common ground until all differences are exhausted. So anytime you find a commonality, you should always be working towards reducing those differences. It's like an onion. At the bare base of most reality, there's honestly no difference. If you took a person and stood them next to each other, and they could be completely different in every aspect, and you peeled them down to the bare bone, you would have exactly that, a human skeleton, and that's it. So the thing is that differences, for the most part, are only surface deep. And as humans, as sentient beings, we are much more deep than just what the surface is. So a lot of the fears, a lot of the beliefs, sometimes differences are merely a matter of phrasing or wording or understanding or interpretation, which is why communication is so important. You know what I mean? So anyway, I'm kind of getting on a tangent with that. My man that I'm cool with posted a post where it was talking about the Biden team coming with some new COVID stimulus package or something like that, right? And I'm sitting there thinking, and I know, because this is my man, you know what I'm saying? Like, me and him, we troll people all the time. It's funny, it's fucking hilarious, you know what I mean? Like, you know, we always debate, you know, people, and, you know, we post a lot of content, and, you know, we make a lot of good points, and the points that we make, for the most part, people are too short-sighted to see them and to understand. And other times people think that it's cute to willfully troll their own life out of existence. You know what I mean? So there's that, you know, like, that's what a lot of motherfuckers are stuck on right now. You know what I'm saying? Like, motherfuckers, like, think it's funny to, like, troll their life out of existence until you get on, you know, right at the last man, and you like, oh shit, you know what I'm saying? Like, this is it. Yeah, this is it, motherfucker. You know what I'm saying? Like, try to tell you, you know what I'm saying? I don't know what the fuck you want me to do. But he posted this post, and it was about Joe Biden. And, like, the thing is that it was the contents of the article, right? The contents of the article were about this new COVID stimulus package. Now, if you go and look at Joe Biden's platform, Joe Biden's 2020 presidential running topics and running talking points, he said he's gonna get African Americans racial justice through COVID relief. Okay? You come in with a stimulus package. Now is the time for people to say, hey, this dude is formulating a stimulus package. The voices need to be just as loud as they were when people were outraged about Trump for no reason. You need to hold Biden to the fire. Motherfucker, you said you would deliver racial wealth gap easing through any stimulus that specifically targeted African Americans. And matter of fact, I'm gonna actually do, the more in-depth style videos that I do. I'm gonna do the in-depth video on that, and I'm gonna show exactly where he said that. But nobody's gonna say anything. Orange man badge. You know what I'm saying? Like, the main objective was that no one would breathe if Trump remained in office. I don't know. We don't know what the results of this investigation is going to show. The way that things are progressing in America's status quo reality, for the most part, the average status quo reality of America is that it's the common belief that Biden most likely will be president. All right. Whatever. Live up to what you said. I really don't give a shit. I didn't vote for you, but guess what? Motherfucker, you already said what you were gonna do. You wrote down in a basic political contract and said you will, through your stimulus packages, through your COVID relief, you will help eliminate the racial wealth gap. I'm sitting here waiting with my hands out, motherfucker. You know what I'm saying? It's about time Democrats did some shit for me for free. It's about time for my Democrat handout. You damn right I'm asking for a handout, because motherfuckers got handouts from my parents in the form of a vote. You got handouts from my grandparents in the form of a vote, and you ain't done shit for my parents or for my grandparents for me to have any fucking thing. So you motherfucking right that I advocated for Trump way more than I advocated for you, and I'm still sitting the fuck here with my motherfucking hands out from some fucking policy that you made. You motherfucking right. And I would tell you that shit to your fucking face. You know what I'm saying? Just like I would tell any Biden supporter that shit to their face. You know what I'm saying? But the shit that disappointed me was not the fact of Biden's arrogance, that he's not even president yet and trying to formulate some type of COVID stimulus relief package while, in the meanwhile, the screws and cogs are turning and the fashion and length of the lockdown that's looming is what he's actually thinking about. The responses on my man's post is what hurt me the most, man. Literal black people falling all over the place saying, thank you, Uncle Joe. Thank you. Oh, it's about time. What the fuck? What do you mean, thank you? You fucking kidding? You know what this is. It's the same shit that you fucking been getting. It's a fucking umbrella minority upbreach program. It's the distributive property of multiplication. It's a fucking variable outside the parentheses being distributed evenly across the factors inside the fucking parentheses. You know what I'm saying? That's why motherfuckers need to at least get a fucking associate's degree so motherfuckers can understand these basic math principles. And even the shit that I just said, you don't need to fucking pay tuition for it. That's some shit that you would get in 5th grade at a fucking public school. This program's not gonna do anything for you, just like student loan debt relief isn't gonna do anything for you. What the fuck we need to do for COVID relief is, honestly, I've been listening to a lot of that dude, Dr. Claude Anderson. And I'll tell you, that dude is a smart man. You know what I'm saying? Like, people may not agree with a lot of what he says, but at the age that he is, as smart as his fucking brain is, as fast as his neural synapses are, and the way he just fucking throws out complete concretized ideas, remarkable. I could only imagine how fast that motherfucker. He must have been a fucking human motherfucking computer when he was younger, because I mean, your brain changes and it, you know what I mean, like the way that it operates, it kind of slows down. You can retain more and you have more wisdom. It's called crystallized intelligence, but you know, your neural synapses actually slow down, and then there can be issues with conductivity, with myelin sheaths and different things like that. And that's a bunch of complex jargon that's neither here nor there. And I know anytime, you know, people that look like me actually talk about scientific things, people that don't look like me like to say that it's pseudoscience. Wearing of myelin sheaths is not pseudoscience, just so you know. You know, like, but I don't know, man. Why are you waiting for Joe Biden to do anything for you? Why are you fucking sitting around waiting for this COVID relief? Since that motherfucker decided to actually do some kind of COVID relief, I think that one of those powernomics principles is what people should push for. Since he, by his own declaration, says that there's a, quote, COVID, a micro pandemic in the black community inside of the macro American COVID pandemic, I think that people should actually give Dr. Claude Anderson's strategy of powernomics a shot. Now is the time for people to advocate for, you know, an office of, you know, affairs for, Claude Anderson phrased it, Native Black Americans in the presidential office. That can be right there, you know what I mean, to verbalize needs. And the way that that can happen is to have it implemented through COVID and keep it there after COVID. And say, because we have special disparities, I think they cited like 6 black people die per every white person. I don't know if that's true or not, but that's the statistics that I heard, and I heard that in a podcast. I would have to double check that myself, so please don't quote that as my original information. It's just something that I heard in hearsay. But what I'm saying is if the statistic is that severe, maybe we can get a representative in the White House, and through that representative, collectively be able to verbalize and put onto paper specific needs that would be able to deal with certain disparities. Of course, it would start out as under the blanket of COVID, you know what I mean? But then it could expand further, you know? I mean, it's the same thing as Trump said, as far as, you know what I'm saying, minorities and people voting for him. You got nothing to lose. We don't have nothing to lose. You know what I'm saying? Like, the wealth gap ain't going no fucking where. Motherfuckers ain't doing shit to try to fix it. Nobody's doing shit to try to fix it. The government ain't trying to do shit to try to fix it. Other black people ain't doing shit to try to fix it. For the most part, the shit's locked in. You know what I mean? Like, there's not going to be any kind of way that anybody can wiggle in and attain any of that wealth. You know what I'm saying? Our numbers in population are decreasing. And the thing is like, you know, this ain't hate speech against any other group. You know what I mean? Like, this ain't even hate speech against, you know, my culture. This is just striving for better. You know what I mean? Like, everybody should try to reach their highest potential and be the best person that they can and be the best representative of, you know, where they come from. You feel me? Everybody should be proud of where they come from, whether it's your city, you know what I mean? Whether it's your state, whether it's your school, you know, like whatever, man. Everybody should be proud of home. You feel me? So, I don't, again, like when I talk about these kind of things, sometimes people get offended. I've never once said anything negative about another group. You know what I'm saying? And I don't promote hatred against other groups. I expect the same, you know, in return. The only thing that I expect is for people to respect the fact that I would like to see, you know, things better for a group of people from where I come from. You know what I mean? And for the whole pull yourself up by the bootstraps crowd, this is us trying to pull ourselves up by the bootstraps. But for some reason, when we do that shit, the same pull yourself up by the bootstraps crowd want to turn around and call people racist. What do you want? Do you want motherfuckers to try to figure out algorithms to, you know, increase the wealth gap so that we're not such of a societal burden, or not? Honestly, I don't think either. Honestly, in my opinion, I think there's a dichotomy of bullshit. I believe that there's a dichotomy of bullshit. I don't think that the majority wants to see us do better, and I don't think a lot of us even want to try to do better. I think it's a civil war of motherfuckers that actually look at this shit. There's some motherfuckers that look at it and say like, damn, you know what I mean? Like, I would love to try to hammer this shit out and you know what I'm saying, pull through it and see the other side, or at least make something for my kids. But those people are like, it's insurmountable. It's no fucking way. And then it's the other group of people that's just like, you know what, I could just ride out on some pity shit. I don't have to even do nothing. Like, fuck it, you know what I mean? Like, I'm not even about to try. I'm gonna just wild out my whole life, and that's just it. That's just the end of it. You know, like, neither mind state is productive. You feel me? Neither mind state is productive. You gotta go all the way. So, I don't know, man. Looking at I wasn't gonna do a driving video, and I don't know if y'all even like the driving videos. I don't get a lot of views on my shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, don't nobody want to hear what the fuck I'm saying. You know what I'm saying? Like, black people don't want to hear what the fuck I'm saying because they don't think I should. They don't think I should say anything. You know what I mean? And white people don't want to hear what I'm saying because they, for whatever reason, they think that I'm a fucking racist. You know what I'm saying? So, a lot of times I just be talking to my cell phone. But, you know, for the people that actually do enjoy my content, let me know what you think. If you enjoy these car videos, you know what I'm saying, like, I'll do them more often. If you don't, I'll stick to the usual format that I usually do. That just takes a little bit longer because it's more involved with different software and different things like that. You know what I'm saying? Like, I just make these real quick, like right on my phone, you know. But let me know what you think too about what I'm saying in this video. You know, like, honestly, like, I don't know, man. It's almost like, for the most part, people like me and people like a few other people who actually try to, you know, provide solutions and algorithms. I mean, you know, like, it's like people don't even really care. Like, motherfuckers don't give a fuck. They already at the level of, you know, economic suicide. Oh, sorry, man. I just got off work, a little bit tired. You know what I'm saying? Dealing with COVID, motherfuckers short-staffed and shit like that. So, I don't know. Let me know. Let me know what you guys think. But before you go, make sure that you check your boy out on Facebook, Twitch, DLive, and BitChute. Blacklight Revelations. And make sure you follow the backup accounts. Type in Blacklight Revelations. Go down the line, every single Blacklight Revelations account you see, make sure you follow that motherfucker. And make sure you follow us on Facebook too. Alright? And Periscope and Twitch, King and Queen Legends 1. Alright? So with that being said, I'm out. Y'all have a good day. Peace.